showing interest in disparaging remarks on her failed romances and surgery. Kimbella posted mysterious Instagram tales with the tagline, "Fake queens fall the hardest," while Yandy responded with slick lives. When the producers invited insiders say it was already doomed when they agreed to meet for what was meant to be a reconciliation meal at a hip Atlanta bar. The peace meeting was only a prelude to catastrophe. Additionally, Rasheeda and they were ready, Karlie. Up to witnesses, tension broke like a rubber band as soon as Yandy entered. Rasheeda hardly looked at her from where he sat at the head of the table. Karlie grinned as if she knew something was going to happen when she was sipping. Sensing the shadow, Kimbella came near to Yandy and said in a whisper, "Be ready." Fake grins and passive-aggressive praise characterized the first interactions. Rasheeda gave Yandy a compliment on her attire, but it was in a sarcastic tone. Karlie expressed her relief that Kimbella was able to leave New York at last, as though she had been stuck there. Yandy remained unflinching. Leaning back, she shot, "I'm happy that despite Botox and boutiques, you all still have time for this." Yes. According to reports, producers off camera, they sought this spark, but no one anticipated how rapidly it would spin out of control. Rasheeda was the first to snap, according to many sources. "You don't insult what I made, Yandy. You don't come into my city and act like you govern something," she said, slamming down her drink. Yandy retorted, "You don't even run your own, girl." That sentence set off the chain of events. Rasheeda's Kirk, a painful area. Her marriage is constantly being used as a public punching bag due to controversies. Karlie surged as he noticed her opening. According to witnesses, she attempted to pour Yandy some wine after grabbing it from the table. Security attempted to intervene, but Rasheeda was already up and pointing her finger squarely at Yandy's face as Kimbella leaped to her feet, pushing Karlie back and yelling, "You not about to touch her. Say it again. Say it to my face." Yandy stood up as well, not giving up. The restaurant reverberated with cries as the ladies stood shoulder to shoulder and increased their voices. Karlie apparently threw her glass at that point. It broke on the ground and splashed over Yandy's heels. Then there was instant chaos. Producers shouting, chairs scrapping, screams, and the phrase, the whole confrontation was captured on camera corner. The video was released online in a matter of minutes. Yandy was seen yelling, "Get her off me," while raising her arms. Rasheeda attempted to leap forward when prompted. "You don't belong here," Karlie was shouting and pointing in the distance. Kimbella, as security rushed to the situation, she put her arms around Yandy and pulled her back. The video went viral on Twitter, with hundreds of reposts using comments like, "Yandy screaming for help while ATL queens tag team her." Within hours, hashtags like Tree Yandy Y Creams, Tree Karlie Savage, and Tree Elvsnai became viral, and memes of scared faces were modified. Rasheeda's finger point became a viral meme, but here's the catch. Karlie read photoshopped with WWE championships next to horror movie. An insider source claims that the entire incident may have been prearranged, with one producer apparently telling colleagues, "Let security wait before to the meal. Allow it to cook. Viral is what we need." Rasheeda was even claimed by a few crew members. And before the cameras rolled, Karlie whispered about showing New York how ATL really moves. If this is accurate, then the whole production team, not just the cast members, attacked Yandy and Kimbella. Yandy went live that night, clearly startled, and said, "I came here for a conversation, not a setup." The consequences was swift. They got it if that's what they wanted. But it's not over, I assure you. Her rage was evident despite the break in her voice. Supporting comments poured in from fans who accused her of being the target of a concerted ATL attack. Kimbella fueled the flames by sharing a photo with Yandy with the message, "We don't scream alone, we scream together." While her own live, laughing and sipping champagne, fans complimented her loyalty and criticized Rasheeda for acting like a phony boss and Karlie for bullying. We eagerly provided them with the invoices they requested. She didn't elaborate, but the mysterious statement got many wondering. Did Karlie and Rasheeda have dirt? Rasheeda shared a single article with a crown emoji and the phrase, "Don't play with Atlanta royalty." Was this attack on Yandy and Kimbella the beginning of a bigger takedown? ATL versus NY was no longer merely the scene was set, the attack was on the rise, and the lines were drawn. Cliffhanger. It was a full-on conflict, a blurry screenshot of what seemed to be a text exchange between Rasheeda and Karlie before to the meal was published by a new anonymous account hours later. "We tag team," the statement said. "You are the first tosser." The fans went crazy. Real? It was evidence that the brutal attack was planned, not impulsive. When the receipts began to rain like hailstones, the internet had just about recovered. From round one, what had initially appeared to be a sloppy supper gone wrong started to change into something more with premeditation. At 7:13 a.m., the anonymous account that deleted the blurry text thread returned with a clearer photograph, and this time, the location tag and timestamp appeared in the Opal Lounge at 5:42 p.m. The message that everyone was sat directly in the middle. "You throw first. R we tag team. K talk less." The remainder was done by the comments section. Fans for Rasheeda. Fans circled the initials and read, "Karlie is K. Theories are increased. Queue of glass should be thrown." First, point of the Brawl hit TikTok filmed from the bar mirror, twisted and glossy but incriminating, appeared within an hour. The footage from the previous night seemed to answer for them. Karlie's arm raised, mashed on the floor, close to Yandy's feet, and Yandy's unvarnished, raw voice broke through the cacophony of the dining room. "Don't." The film finished with a shaky shot of Rasheeda pointing and yelling above the chaos as Kimbella squared her shoulders with one arm like a bouncer in heels and tugged Yandy back with the other. "Touch me, security." Opal Lounge began trending, and the venue owner attempted to stop the trend by pop-up statement to the lounge. The new angle caused jaws to drop and eyes to lock. Our employees responded quickly. "We do not support violence." Chilled, she captioned a photo of linking champagne glasses. She then posted a tea reading that said, "Savage first" in glitter print, along with a faux merchandise teaser. In either case, she was trending redoed. Comments divided into two camps. Classic petty and you really plotted an ambush and sold shirts. She uploaded a black screen with white lettering that said, "Check disrespect, not locations." The subtext performed push-ups. This had nothing to do with Yandy's origins, but rather with her movement. "You come to our city, you talk slick. You get checked," fans read as the ATL side's thesis statement. Then the production aspect exploded. An internal Slack screenshotted by a crew burner account, showing roll rate out. "Let the conversation breathe." Lime producer copy. Camera tight on Karlie. Field producer stagger security to 90s after sitting. Camera D handheld close to the exit. AP, do not cut if it warms up. Fans yelled the silent section aloud. "We need real." Stagger security and do not cut pierced timelines